If not, hmm. Give me a second. Hold on. There you go. You don't. Do you see it? Hello. It just says default, so I don't know which one it went through. I mean, I can just use. It is okay. Good. Thank you. But hello. Happy Saturday. Let me restart. Random Saturday, going to be working on some puzzling, and it is the Gibsons puzzle that you can see on your screen. The one I started last time, I did kind of went ahead a little bit. So I was doing this one last time, and then I couldn't stop, and so I just did one extra book just because I really wanted to. But it is a beautiful Saturday, and the weather is looking beautiful. Like Dave's outside mowing the lawn, but air quality still like wishy-washy. If you hear, which hopefully you don't hear it through this microphone, but there's an airport like right across the street from us, which is now officially one of the drop zones for like supplies and helicopters and airplanes for the forest fires that are in the area. So you may hear it, you may not. We'll see. But I just wanted to say hello, happy Saturday. Do a little puzzle with me. I didn't film a second video. Usually I do 2 videos a week. I didn't. Well, I filmed part of it, but then I didn't finish the rest. So, um, yeah, so I just thought maybe we'll just do a live instead. This afternoon, I am going to a little puzzle party, which should be fun, down in close to Seattle with a bunch of puzzle friends. So that should be a great time. And I have no idea what we're doing other than we're going to be puzzling. And it's funny because we're all seeing each other this weekend, and then we're all going to see each other like next weekend because it's Portland Jigsaw Masters. So, it will be a fun time. Hold on, let me get some coffee. But anyways, let's just get into the puzzling. I really don't have any big updates to give you guys other than there is a fun project that I have been working on, and right now it's kind of like as far as I can go, and then I can let you guys know more about it. But if you're over on Patreon, you guys already know what it is, and it was super exciting to do this week. And then Portland Jigsaw Masters is just it's coming week. I leave Wednesday or Thursday. As of right now, I still technically have a ticket to take a train to Portland, but there was a fire near the tracks, so as of right now, it still doesn't say anything on my ticket, but I do know that the train is closed from Portland to from Seattle to Portland. Now, I don't know if that includes all stops. Like maybe it's possible they're not saying anything on my ticket because the train route that I have is still allowing partly there and then they bus the rest of the distance, which sounds like a hassle. So I don't know if I will even take the train at all. I might just end up driving. It's like a 3.5 hour drive. So I might do that instead. We'll see. The I don't mind driving there. It's more parking down in Portland. There's not a lot of public parking, and parking at the hotel is like $40 a night. Like it's almost as expensive as the room itself. So we'll see what we do. There, I will also talk to my friends today because I mean we're all pretty much traveling the same route, so it's possible we might just like carpool. We'll see. But I am gonna get started puzzling, and we can chit chat about any updates you guys have or any things I have to add. Again, nothing too crazy. Just saw you guys a couple days ago. I was accidentally trying to do a Twitch, and I think I streamed it on YouTube. So, you know, still learning this type of thing. But let me switch the angles, and we can get to puzzling. And I'll also move you guys back so you don't see as much of the computer. I still don't have like an extra little. I want to get like a little tiny table, or I do have like a rolly cart downstairs, which might be helpful, where I can like put the computer on while I'm doing this. But what do I want? Puzzle. There we go. And move you back, but you guys can still chat with me, and we'll get to puzzling. So last time I started this puzzle, which was the Gibsons puzzle. Good morning. And I feel like I might have to somehow zoom you out. I don't know how to do that with this Let me see real quick because I don't think you're going to see much of it if I. Is it this one? Does it zoom out at all? I know there's a way that I did it last time. I just don't know what I did. There we go. Haha. Let me just do that a little. Now you can see more of the well, there. That's good. Let me do this too. It's a bit crooked. I don't know if that would be better or worse. There. Good enough. But let's do. Oops. I feel like I need a new overhead thing because the magnet doesn't seem to be lining up with my phone correctly. It's fine. Don't touch it. So last time I did these two books, which is Grimm Fairy Tales, Alice in Wonderland, and then I also did Treasure Island on my own because I couldn't resist going further. So I will continue on with the books. I think I might start with the Peter Pan book, which is this blue. Or maybe I'll just do like a good sort at the beginning to do like Peter Pan, Jungle Book, Secret Garden, Little Women. I feel like I could probably do Wizard of Oz, but a lot of the yellow of the little bits around is also the same shade. So maybe I'll just go book by book and we'll just see what's happening. I just want to be able to finish this puzzle before I leave because I don't want to have it out while I'm gone because, you know, Penelope is really into puzzles right now, especially when they're complete. The other cats really don't care too much when they're done. But she's like, hey, what's over here on this piece of foam board? So that's something that we're working with. And then she's just cute. I don't know where she is. I have a Oliver here with me and a Mr. Loki. So they're having a nice little break from her right now. Oh, yeah. And then Dave is mowing the lawn. So let me know what's happening in your neck of the woods. The past week we've made a little bit more headway on some travels that are coming up, which is so exciting. We are going to Ireland and Scotland in October for our anniversary, and I'm so excited about it. We've had like the at least the outline of the vacation pretty much ready. You know, we knew where we were traveling into. We had bought the plane tickets and the Airbnb in Dublin, and we had an idea of some things that we wanted to do, but we didn't have anything like booked, you know. And so we finally yesterday spent some time figuring out what we wanted to do, and we now have like a really fun tour that's like a full day thing. We have a couple days that are just like sightseeing, like just hanging around, walking around. We didn't want to have everything like so structured that we had no wiggle room to like explore or do something that comes up, or, you know, if you find something that we're interested in. So I feel like are going to have a fun vacation. We are going to the Guinness factory. We are going to the Jameson factory, which is right around the corner from where we're staying. And then it should be a fun time. And then we did change a little bit of actually quite a lot of bit of our Scotland section. So we're going to Ireland, and then we're going to Scotland afterwards. I don't know, yeah. And that should be super fun. We originally were going to go to Edinburgh and then Glasgow, but we decided not to do the Glasgow portion because we really weren't sure what to do there. I mean, yes, I know there are stuff to do, like we could have found something, but we decided instead we wanted to do some type of like road trip just to explore more of the Highlands and areas that we are really interested in. And so we are going to be renting a car for like 4 days, and we're going to be doing a little road trip, which should be so much fun. We can take our time, and I know there's different types of like excursions almost where you can like hire tours and such, but part of us wanted to just take our own time, and if we wanted to stop and see something we could So I am so excited for this trip. It's definitely going to be like once in a lifetime big thing for us. And this is our first time going to Europe together. So it should be super fun. And we're excited about it now that we have a few things planned. And it's funny because I do all the planning for most of our travels. And so Dave really had no idea what we were even doing. And so I'm so dorky. But I love, or he also enjoys it. Like, I'll make these PowerPoint presentations and we almost have like a business meeting where, especially if we're like planning on travel and we don't know like where to go, I'll make like, I'm such a dork. I'm so sorry. But we don't mind it. I make like this PowerPoint presentation of like, for this one, it was like what we're doing, where we're staying, the different things, and I'll put like pictures on the screen so he like can get excited too because I'm super excited about the trip. But he's like, I have no idea what we're even doing. So I gave him like a little PowerPoint presentation. It also helps him with his work because he has to give like a big itinerary for his work when he travels anywhere. So now he has like a PowerPoint presentation. So we do that, but then we also sometimes like even to get to this point where we're like figured out where we are going to go, we I do this PowerPoint presentation and I'll have like maybe like 4 to 5 different proposals of like different places to go, how much it will cost, like things that we could do there. And he loves it because he now when I'm talking about like doing some type of travel, he's like, "Well, I haven't seen the PowerPoint presentation yet. Like I can't make up my mind." Uh, so that's something that we randomly do, and it works for us. And there's this little guy. Oh, he's at the bottom. I have this upside down. There is a crocodile from Peter Pan. I like how there's like little aspects of the book and it's not just the book titles. I really like that. So that should be fun. That was what we did the past few days, is like planning that. Also, still planning the China trip, which should be so much fun. I will be seeing Leslie today, so we can probably iron out. We're going to be traveling together, so hopefully we can iron out some things. But yay, I'm so excited. Like, this is a crazy year, lots of travel. I love it. Um, and next year we'll see what happens. But I kind of want to slow down a little bit next year just so I can be home a little bit more. I feel like it is very disruptive, but I'm not complaining. I love it so much. Anyways, how are you guys doing? I had a couple questions that I wrote down last time, so maybe I can get to them this time around. I feel like I can't see the letters as well in this one. Let me see if I can get a few. And I also feel like I'm not sure what I want to do at Portland this time. So at Portland Jigsaw Masters, there's a lot of downtime. Like, they don't have any tables in the facility to do any type of like practice runs or casually puzzling. So it would be nice. So you always have like a bunch of extra time to kill in between things. And I really don't have anything planned. You know, maybe, I mean, last time I went to like Powell and the farmer's market, but I don't know if I'll do that again this time around. I just did that big giant haul from, what's it called? Half Price Books. So I do not need any books at the moment. But it will be a good trip anyways. It's always fun just because now, each time I go, I feel like I know more and more people. So I can actually like meet up with people, go to lunch, you know. It'll be a good time. So this goes here. And then we have like these like blue flowers, which might be helpful, but there's a lot of them, so I don't know. Um, so yeah, let me see. Hold on. If I can reach them. I had questions the last time I was on here that I didn't get to for you guys to answer. All right. I have no idea where I wrote them. Oh. So I had, what's a tip you would give a new puzzler? I think the one that I had used, sorry, my table is like sliding underneath my desk over there. The one I had used is like try different piece cuts, try different things. But I'd love to know if you have any like good strategies. I feel like strategy is like, I mean, some people's strategy is like just winging it, you know, and you don't have a strategy and you're just trying to find the pieces that you need. I mean, that's a strategy. That's something that people like to do. Um, but I'd love to know if you have any like good beginner tips. There's a lot of people that are like new to puzzling. Oh, I just realized like this image is not. There we go. There, there's a lot of people who will be like, "This is my first. Like, I just started puzzling," and they're always asking me for tips, and I was like, I don't know, like the starting point that would be a good tip, you know. But if you have anything, let me know in the comments. And then, um, if there's any brands that you would love to see in a video, always curious. And let me see what I want to do for this puzzle. I don't know why the blue just seems harder to me than the other colors. But let me do the edge with this line work. This is part of a letter. But this week should be fun. I'm excited to go to Portland, as I mentioned. Oh, the planes are going crazy right now. Not sure if you can hear them through the microphone. Love your channel. I have bought the 7,000 pieces. Oh my gosh, I hope you love it. That's exciting. I had a really good time with that puzzle. And I know some people are like, I hope you enjoyed it and didn't just like rush through. Like, I loved it. And part of the joy I think I had from it was that I was trying to do it so fast. And I thought it was fun. Oh, hey. But let's see. Oh, we have like this the Little Women. That makes sense. So this goes underneath here. Like this. I'm trying to do like this corner so that way my computer can live there and not be worried. I'm scared inside at the same time. It should be fine. I really enjoyed it, and as if you're not on a timeline, like it's going to be a beautiful image, and hopefully you got a tip or two from when I did it. But um, it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. I'm always nervous when people are like, "I bought this because of you." I'm always like hoping that I did the video or the puzzle justice, and sometimes even like the best of brands will have off days, so I always feel bad when someone's like, "It was a really loose fit" or something like that, and I was like, "Well, I can't control that." Like brands sometimes don't replace the dies as fast, or the machines have a wonky day. Don't have any tips for new puzzlers, just plunge into it. Right? And I'm also like, I feel like a good tip would be, don't be afraid to, like, I know you want to power through it, especially if you're like a newer puzzler, like power through it, at least like try to figure out different angles or different ways to figure out where to go next. Because I do know for me, I don't mind at this point quitting on an image if I'm not loving it, or if I'm stuck to the point that I've lost all the fun, you know? So if you're not loving it or not enjoying the image, like it's okay to switch, but try to at least power through a little bit to, because maybe it's just like a tricky section or something. But I don't know. You guys know I always have the philosophy like life is too short to do a puzzle you're not enjoying, and so there's I think a difference between like being like having a difficult image but still loving the image versus like you're struggling, you do not know why you picked a photograph puzzle, something like that. Um, but yeah, wait, where's this? That's like it's Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell's up here, and I'm kind of doing like the edge. So I've been doing a little bit of speed practice. I'll just talk about this just briefly because of all the different events that are happening. And I'm I'm very curious of how the plastic pieces are going to go because the nationals for China, they use plastic pieces, and it definitely slows you down. Like when recently, it was like an hour and 40 minutes. I mean, the image was pretty tricky, but I was like, ooh, that's like past the time. But then I did another one and it ended up being like 120, which is higher. It's definitely is like the aspect of like you will add 20 minutes to whichever puzzle you normally do because the piece cut just makes it so tricky because you have to like press in and like be a lot more exact when you're doing it. So yeah, that should be interesting. So I'm trying to do a lot more practice for speed puzzling than I normally do, just because I don't want to be the slowest on my team and I want to do well for them. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But it should be a fun time either way. And I don't think our team is like uberly strict of making sure to win or whichever. We're all just excited to go to explore. Um, have a fun little girls trip, right? Dave was so jealous of going to China, which understandably, I would be jealous if I couldn't go to China. Like I was jealous when he got to go to Japan and I couldn't make it. But I think we he just can't make it because of work, and we had just come back from our other trip to Europe. I am slow, but I don't mind taking my time. Yeah. Some people just also like the relaxing part of it. Like I do so many puzzles, and people are like, "Oh, you're not like a casual puzzler anymore because you're always either speed running or casually or like doing a ton of them, or like I'm not taking my time." But for me, it's not necessarily like the slow process. For me, it's like seeing it grow. And so if I can have a faster puzzle image at the end, I don't know. It makes sense in my head of what I'm saying. I don't think it's actually making sense out loud. um, oh wait, there's a lot of these like little blue pieces, and I feel like I missed a ton of them when I sorted. It's fine. And this goes towards here, because this is the sky, and then this goes here. Yeah. Wait, does this go here? It does. Ooh, that was exciting. And then this goes up. It's like hangs out like right there. Beautiful. We went to the movies last night. What did we see? We saw. Oh my gosh, it just left my head. Oh, One Night Only, which was like a rom com, and it definitely it has like the format, of rom com, where it's like the people are gonna get together at the end. There's probably gonna be a little drama like 3/4 of the way through, that type of thing. Like there's definitely that structure to it, but it was funny. Like I was not expecting it to be such a comical movie. We really enjoyed it. Like yes, it was pretty predictable, but the whole time we were cracking up, and the whole audience. Like I mean, our cinema doesn't have like a huge crowd, but everyone was laughing about it, and that was a really funny movie. So definitely worth seeing. At least like if you see it on like Amazon Prime or something like that. It was definitely worth watching. We had the Regal Unlimited thing where you can go to the movies like as much as you want. It's just something that we like to do as like a fun little inexpensive date because um, if you go like at least at ours we had like there was like a deal if you got like the popcorn deal. So the popcorn and the drinks are like 50% off always. So it ends up being like a $10 date when we go, which is really nice. Um, we've seen a ton of movies. I saw that. I saw The Odyssey this past week. That was really good. Definitely worth seeing in the cinema because it has like so many effects. which is fun. You were doing good on that puzzle. When you're going to pick out of the gumball machine. When I'm done with the puzzle. So there's that. That's the plan. But let me see. Because I just also did the other one, the Jackaroo puzzle. And I do have a video coming of a few others that I picked. I just didn't have it ready, like edited for today. But I already did do several from the gumball machine. And there's like these little blue squares, and there's 4 of them. I'm just missing the last. Oh, here's one. Yay, okay, so this one goes in that other corner. And then there's a plane outside that is very noisy. Not sure if you can hear it, but it is what it is. And I love how people may comment later and be like, I can't believe you left that in the video because it was so distracting. But I cannot control wildfires, so there's that. Let me see. Let me see. Do this edge because now I feel like I have quite a bit of it. It is pretty. It's very fun. And like, have I read all of these? I don't think I've read all of them. Like, I definitely read The Secret Garden, Alice in Wonderland, Little Women. I don't know if I've ever read Peter Pan, but I have read Hook, which is like a Peter Pan version. Grimm's Fairy Tales, I don't think I've read. Jungle Book, I have not read. Wizard of Oz, I think I read. I think I read that in like 3rd grade. And Treasure Island, I definitely read. So I read like half of them. Of course, I've probably, like, I know of all of them or I've seen the movie. Let's see, this goes here. I'm hoping to get this done before I leave because I would love to be able to move on to the next puzzle. I just don't like having this one hanging out, you know? Don't know where this one goes. Nope. Yay! Does this one go here? It does! It connects! That's exciting. Coffee. Okay. Well. There. Can hear Dave doing yard work. I would love to be able, and I think this is a hobby I would love to get into, but I don't know if it's for me, but I would love to get into just like gardening. I'm someone who has the worst black thumb. Like, I can't keep a plant alive to save my life. I have tried, but I'm thinking I would like to do more like yard work and working outside. And we have this area in our backyard that could definitely use some TLC, planting flowers. Like, those are the like, I would love to get into it. Because it, for one, is a good just like workout, like being outside and enjoying I mean, right now it's not super fresh air, but would be nice. Oh, hey, I caught you live. Hey! Nice. You're doing your first villager. Oh, I hope it's good. Nice. Well, I hope you love it. I don't, is Villager sold in the UK now? Well, it must be somehow. That's exciting. It's crazy to see how far she has come. Does it go here? No. There's a bit of the tail. Oh, I found it. There we go. I pretty much have been avoiding, there's like these blue flowers. I've been avoiding them. Yay! Okay, sorry. I'm like really excited about any pieces at the moment. Nope, that's not right. Okay, this one. And do a couple of these edge pieces. No, like edges in like the frame. Try and drink my coffee before it gets cold. I'm notorious for only drinking half. Like, it doesn't matter the size of the mug, I'll always drink just half of my coffee. Which is usually why I drink tea. I would say 90% of the time I do drink tea. But I made a, we call, we're so dorky. We call them Frosticanos in our house, which is an Americano just made by me or Dave. And um, we got a espresso maker last year, and we usually only use it either like in the afternoon coffee or in the morning on the weekend. And so, oh, here that goes hanging out right there. I think I need to move my computer for a second. And so, this is a Frosticano, and it is pretty tasty. Although we got different creamer, and I'm not loving it. But it's fine. Sorry, I'm like holding you up so I can get underneath the computer for a second. Man, that. I don't know if it's a plane or a helicopter, but it is quite noisy through my headphones. I think this goes here. Then this goes here. I think I can now put you down. There. Beautiful. I am really enjoying this puzzle though. It is a fun one. Because there's just like a ton of mini puzzles, you know? Ooh, my bike is fixed. I don't think he knew that it was broken. But we get to pick it up tomorrow. It was funny because we had dropped it off at the bike place. And he was like, oh, we should be ready by Wednesday, which was earlier than we were expecting. We were thinking like at least like a week or two because we were right near this pretty popular bike trail. So we were like, oh, awesome. And so like we were expecting a call Wednesday, and then Thursday came. And then of course they call like Friday at 6 p.m., which is when they close, and they're closed on the weekends. We're like, well, that's nice. Thanks. We'll pick it up Monday, I guess. But I'm excited because one of my goals this year was to be able to bike 200 miles this year. And I'm at like 30. Like I'm very much far behind, but that's because at first we had our bikes in the shop for just like tune-ups because they're e-bikes, so we wanted to get them like a little TLC. And then my bike got a flat tire like pretty much the next weekend. And it's a huge e-bike, so we didn't know how to like it would have taken us hours to change the tire versus going there, and they do them like all day long. So I'm excited to get my bike back and get to biking again. Oh yay! This book is almost done. Somehow. Like, what just happened with that one? There we go. It is coming along. We now have 4 of the books done. Let's move on to the next one, which will probably be either the Jungle Book or Secret Garden. So either the 2 green ones here, maybe. Let's see. I'm thinking green. That is my next. I might be able to combine some trays afterwards too, although I'm not too worried about it. Oh, this goes here. And then I think I might take out there's like a tiger. I'll take out those pieces too. I need to leave here by like 1, so that's when I'll have to stop this live. If I'm not already done with the puzzle, which probably not. Like it gives me like just about 2 hours. It should be fine. Oh wait, I have this tree. This is the tree. But I don't know if I'm not 100% done, I'll probably just do it on my own. That way I can put it away afterwards, since I will be gone for most of the week. What is this thing? Oh, there's something down here I can't see. There's like a sticker over the box. This goes down here. Alrighty. I have no idea today when we go down to our puzzle party of what we're doing. Like, I don't know if it's speed puzzling practice or just chillin', or if they have like a bigger puzzle we're working on, or if we're just hanging out, you know. But it should be a fun time. I mean, it's pretty much the same group that normally gets together, but we do have a visitor who is normally not in town, so that should be fun. So I'm doing the Jungle Book, which has the words, and then this one has like leaves and some little flowers. Oh yeah, I can definitely combine at least this tray and that tray because they're both pretty empty. Yeah. Woohoo! That's exciting. As part of the tiger. Alright, and then... Oh, I have an update for... I don't know if I told you guys. I think I was over on Patreon. So, a brand had sent me like a whole bunch of puzzles to try as like samples. And you can watch it over on Patreon, but I was giving like a little tiny haul of them, just a few of them, because they sent me a huge box. It's a brand that Puzzle Warehouse was trying, and it's supposed to have an app with it, and I could not figure out where to find the app. Turns out, all this to say, the app is currently in development, so I can't really test them yet. But the brand is Team Puzzles. They're apparently at Nordstrom and Amazon and they're a UK based brand. All right, so we got just the 2 trays of pieces that are now kind of too full, but that's okay. It makes me feel a little bit better. But I was going to bring those to the puzzle thing tonight, but I'm like, well, the app doesn't work, so I can't really try it with a group of people yet, so I'll have to let them know. Like, I can't really do anything with them. What's this one? Oh, there's like this green building. Oh, it's the Emerald City. Haha. Do this real quick because I'm like, what is all these green pieces? I think this goes. Are these wrong? Oh, they're both wrong. Oops. Now, for me, I wouldn't have called that a false fit because I clearly had it in the wrong spot. Like, they weren't even fitting correctly. So that's fine. I'm trying to find the rest of the Emerald City real quick. So I've been using a new. Used to use what's it called? Yard. You something StreamYard. I think that it is. But now I switched it to Streamlabs, and I do like Streamlabs. I think a little bit more because that's also what I can use for Twitch, and I seem to like it so far. So I definitely plan on doing more of these streams in the future because it's now that I know how to set it up, it's pretty easy. So hopefully you like them. I feel like I should have. Remember a while ago? It's been quite a while. I used to do like a theme, and then we could all do like a similar puzzle, whether that is like in the fall, we all do like a fall related puzzle, or I think one time I did like celebration because we were celebrating something. And then we could have like a similar puzzle. I think that would be fun to bring back. Like I could have been like, hey, we're gonna do a bookish puzzle if you want to join me. I think of that because my Facebook group is always loving when I have like prompts or games to do for puzzles. So I feel like sometimes, especially if you have a larger collection, which is this is definitely a first world problem, but it's not being able to decide which puzzle to do next, and so having some type of like prompt or way to figure it out is helpful. Hi Nancy. Hi Sybil. Hi Kathleen. Sorry, a few people just came in. Hello. Thanks for being here. Right now over on the Facebook group, which by the way, we're like 2 people away from hitting 3,000 group members. And I love our Facebook group right now, but always, but I feel like it's just like so low key, no drama. Like everyone's so welcoming. The rules for the events are just very relaxed because I feel like for me, doing any type of like puzzle challenge or say like puzzle bingo, or right now we're doing Where in the World is Missy Peace. Like that's just a fun little thing to do, and it doesn't have to be so strict with the rules that it loses the fun. Like I follow a few other Facebook groups, and some of them are so strict of like any picture you post has to have the title of the brand, the title of the puzzle, the piece count, all these different things. And if you don't, like people call you out on it, or some people get really nasty. And I'm like, it's just puzzles. Or if you're doing some type of competition, they get really mad about like the image not quite matching. And I think for me, it's just like, at least you're doing puzzles. You're still working through your collection. And who cares if it's just like You have to think outside of the box a little bit, you know? And so I do love how our group is a lot more low key and not as stringent. And it just makes me happy because everyone's just so welcoming and we are so close to 3,000 people, which is wild. And we would easily have gotten there, but me and Stacy, who is the moderator for the Facebook group, um, we are very strict. The only thing that we're strict on is if you don't answer the questions to get into the Facebook group. Because for us, if they can't follow that simple instruction of just answer these three questions, like there, it's not like a huge like questionnaire. It's three questions. If they can't answer those three questions, then they're most likely not going to follow the rules of the games. So, and the rules are usually pretty relaxed. So, but we're so close, and I'm excited about it. I feel like I should do some type of celebration over there because that's wild that we will have 3,000 people who are just loving puzzles, and is a pretty fun group, if I do say so myself. 1,000% biased, but I also agree with it because there are some that are just so intense. I'm like, it's not that strict. It's just puzzles, you know? Uh, this one. What did I do? I got the most of the words for the Jungle Book, and then it's by this guy. Do I have any other letters? I feel like I'm missing a lot of the letters. Here's the Jungle Book. But it's funny. So we do Where in the World is Missy Peace, but it's just kind of like Where in the World is Carmen San Diego, and we're in our third season. We just started the third season a couple weeks ago, and I love it because Stacy will put out something on Friday that's like, "Hey, let's speculate on what the next clue will be, or where Missy is going, or what type of puzzle we need to do next." And I don't usually choose what I'm doing. Like sometimes I do have the gist of like the storyline and where I want the story to go by the end of it. So I do have that already set up, but I don't usually have like the exact puzzle that I need to have, or sometimes not the location, like those type of things I don't plan until usually like Friday. So it's funny because Stacey will have like the let's speculate, and I'm like reading the comments, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, so let me see what people think I'm doing. Um, and so there's one person, and I think it's hilarious. Like each time she just really wants to do this chicken puzzle. And I don't know what puzzle she's talking about, but it's funny because every single time she's like, well, that's not my chicken puzzle. Well, this isn't my chicken puzzle. And I'm like, maybe next time I should just do a chicken puzzle just because she keeps asking for it. Um, or I can be really mean, which I don't think I'll be super mean. Maybe we can do like barnyard animals or something, or birds. But it's funny. Or I can be specifically, you can have a chicken in your puzzle. You, anyone who's watching this and not a part of the Facebook group are like, what are you talking about? But it's fine. Let's see, does this go here? It does. I think there's an extra layer in between this, because we have like this little snaky guy who goes here. So I think that's how it goes. And then we have the Jungle Book, and then we have this dude, this little tiger dude. You can get that in here, and there we go. I feel like once this book's done, it's going to really start taking shape. So but something that I feel like this live is just me showing you how dorky I am. But I so as you guys know, I have a lot of different hobbies, and something I thought would be funny is if I came up with Missy Peace's backstory, and I've been writing a book. It's like 200 pages long. Like I'm actually writing like a genuine novel of her backstory, and I don't know when it will be available. It's just going to be like a self-published type of thing, but it just makes me so happy. Because if you're reading it and not a puzzler, you're going to be reading it and be like, what in the world is happening in this book? But if you are a puzzler, I feel like you're going to love it. And especially if you're a part of the Facebook group, like you would think it's like a super funny story. You know, it's definitely like I'm not an author, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I think it'll just be funny to read because it's so obnoxious. So, yeah. The detailed involved puzzle game on Facebook is one I've participated in a couple of times. There's, well, I also know there's one, was it the Puzzle Olympics? That one is so strict. Like there's so many different rules that you have to do, and then if you don't do them, like they're pretty strict about it. I'm like, I can't function with that type of structure, you know? Like that just takes a lot of the fun out of it for me when it's that particular of how you need to submit things. But some people love it. Missy is fun. The Missy Peace game is just like, I don't know, I really like it. And everyone seems to enjoy it. I think we have like 180 people now who are currently playing, which is, I feel like, a good turnout when it comes to puzzle games. After Missy Peace, though, I know Stacy for sure is like exhausted. So we might just do like a simple like puzzle bingo. We haven't done puzzle bingo in quite a while. We used to do it like every season, but then everyone got used to being like, when's it puzzle bingo? And I'd be like, well, now we're not going to do it. Now you can never know what the next game is because it's too predictable. You see, I think this has to do with this currently. Full of chickens that complains. Oh, puzzle complaints. I did that puzzle before. Okay. Well, that actually makes sense with the next one that is coming. So maybe she'll be able to get it. On the stat team for Puzzle Olympics, if you it was strict on the front end, it was even more strict on the back end. Ooh boy, there are a bunch of sponsors, so it's yeah, I can get that why it has to be strict. I just think for me, I did it for like a week and then I was like, that's too much. So yeah. I also think for me, my sponsors know that I'm really relaxed. I don't know, but I get that because you know I have other people involved with it, but that's a lot. Let me see. Um, there are a bunch of. Oh, I already read that one. I'm trying to decide where this goes. Is it like a lighter hint to this bottom section? There we go. Oh, and then there's different flowers. Okay, let me see. I think the flowers will help me because they're not as many. Oh, hi, baby girl. What you doing? Oh, she is so freaking cute, huh, baby? I wish you could see her right now. She's right there. I mean, I guess I could rotate the camera, but hi. Want to say hello? She's doing all these slow blinks, huh? Yeah. I love you. I love you too, Mama. Oh, I really want that puzzle piece. It's funny, she knows the cat's voices. Like, you know how Oliver and Loki and now Penny, they all have their own voice that I mean, it's just me talking, you know. And she now knows them for each cat. So, like, I'll be doing, like, Oliver's voice, and she's, like, staring at him. Or I'm doing Loki's voice, and she's staring at him. And I just think it's so cute. So when I use her voice, her ears like, what is happening? What am I saying? Um, but yeah. Hi, you're so cute. I know. And Dave has been doing a lot of travel for his work. And by the time he gets home, it would have been like a week of me just like doing the cat's voices. And we'll have like a four-way conversation between me and the three cats. And when he comes home, he's like, I think you need to go out and socialize with people. I'm like, that's fair because all my communication has been going to the three cats and myself. We had some great conversations, but yeah. I feel like yeah, this whole live has just been me showing you how weird I am. It's fine. It is what it is, right? I actually did. I think I was one that I got at like a puzzle library or something like that. I remember swapping for it or something like that. But I remember it was super cute. Ooh, I got a sneeze. Ugh. Allergies have been awful lately. It's probably having to do with the wildfires, but let me see. Hey, what you doing? Hey, Penny. You crazy girl, what are you doing? Well, I just wanted to move this box because it's in my way. You want to come over here? I say hello? No. Okay. Well, let me know if you do. I'll let you say hello to everyone on YouTube. And you can say, hi, my name is Penelope. Huh. She's so curious of what's happening on my table right now. And this one. Hi. Oh, she's so freaking cute. I wish you could see her. She just like curled in her feet. Is this part of a... Oh, it's the J! Hey, I found it. What if I was like, I'm gonna do the flowers, and then I did not. I just like switched gears completely. I think this one... Is it this one? No. I think it's... I think it's this side. Yay. And this goes up in this corner with that flower. So let's do the flowers for real this time. Because there's that flower, this flower. Nope. Yay! Okay, sorry, I'm very interested in this puzzle at the moment. Like that one is over here somehow. I think that's this flower. Well, that flower just hangs out there. Oh, and then this one goes here. And then that is it for flowers. Yay! Oh, 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 this goes together. Yeah, I got the outline of the book. That is exciting. Let me see if this. And then this goes here. Yay! Okay. I'm loving this puzzle. I'm glad that I chose it. Part of me is thinking, because you guys know I'm doing the Gumball Machine Challenge, if I would enjoy some of the puzzles more if I chose them myself than being like, oh, now it's time for this puzzle. Which I do like that part because now I, you know, do puzzles that are out of my comfort zone and such. But sometimes I'm like, well, maybe if I was in like the mindset for a certain puzzle, if I'd have enjoyed it more. I'm not sure that made sense. Thank you. It's a fun one. My nose is running. I didn't have any fun plans this weekend. Well, I guess it's Sunday. Let's see. Hi, baby girl. What you doing? Yeah. See, I'm the prettiest girl in. Oh, she's so sleepy though. Watching your Twitch stream for a little bit, and you mentioned the tournament in China coming up. What is the brand of puzzle that they will have speed? They use 3DJP is the brand. The closest that we have here is Peace Relax. So they are plastic pieces. I did find one site that sells them in the US, but you have to buy like 17 of them, and then they ship them, but the shipping is like $50. So it ends up being a decent price, but per puzzle, but that's a lot for shipping, you know. So we'll see, but it would be helpful to have a few to do some speed puzzling practice with. But it's definitely interesting practicing with the plastic pieces, and I do think I, I probably will do that type of order, just because a lot of the images with Peace Relax are very the same. You know, there's no difference. And also, I found where you can buy the ones from last year. So that would definitely be helpful. So I think that's what I'll do. It's just like, ugh, that's so expensive. Um, but maybe I can talk to my team and we can, like, maybe, I don't know, do something with the shipping cost. Or maybe I can get a sponsor to be like, hey, can you buy our practice puzzles? You know? which I do have a sponsor to go to China, which is crazy. Um, and I will do a whole video about it. I mean, it's not a secret if you're over on the Facebook, no, Patreon. I was mentioning that All4Jig is sponsoring the trip to China for me, which is wild. I've been working with them for years, and they are the sweetest people. And Gloria is like a huge puzzler who is the co-owner of the brand, and I'm excited. I get to meet them in person. We're still ironing out all the details, but it should be a fantastic trip, and I'm excited to share it with you. Ooh, we're almost already. I feel it goes from like chaos to, oh, this book's almost done very quickly, you know? Apparently, my left arm is just here to like stabilize my body on this chair. Yay! Okay, that one's already done. Let's move on to the next book, which I think will be Secret Garden, which is right underneath it. Okay, let's see. This one, this one, this one. The Secret Garden, I think, will be. Oh no, there's a lot of like ditzy flowers. But there's like these column trees. And then there's a couple birds on the side. What you doing, little girl? Penny. What you doing? Nothing, Mother. Please ignore the kitty behind the bureau. She's trying to get under the dresser. Thank you. Sorry. I might have to take a sip of coffee. My throat is getting dry. Oh, this is the snake? Yeah. This is the bird. It's like I might as well just take out the pieces that I know. That goes out there. Oh, does this connect? Yay! Look at that. The book is officially connected. That is exciting. I'm loving this puzzle. And the quality, like the fit and such, seems fine. What are you doing now? Sorry. She is like, you're not paying attention to me? Well, I will go play in the closet. Hey, what you doing? Keep it up. I'm gonna have to put you in. Oh, now you're gonna love the Oliver. And poor Oliver's like, dude, come on. I was just taking a nap. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in this video because we have an hour and a half-ish left before I have to leave. About an hour and 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And I only have 2 books done so far from today's video. We'll see. Little girl, what you doing? Sorry. She's a lot. Oh, you got tiger. Goes there. Yay! I think after Secret Garden, I'll do probably Little Women and then Wizard of Oz. It's my current thinking. I think I will be able to get the books done today. And then I'll do like the outside parts. Or maybe I'm going to speed up and get it all done. We'll see. Hey, that was a good piece. Okay. I think. Oh, what's that? It's hidden behind a sticker on the box, but it is a monkey? Some type of ape. Oh, this is the top of the puzzle. Oh, this is the fox. And we have like this little women house down here, which I will also take out. Oh, and then there's a key. Apparently I'm distracted by the black pieces that are not any of the books. How do you feel about doing giant puzzles? I don't know. They have their moments when I'm like, ooh, this is super fun. But I don't feel like I need to do it for every puzzle. And I also have no desire to combine bags. Like, that is just craziness to me. Like, I get no joy out of sorting pieces, so if I can not sort as many at once, that would be great. But I mean, you know, I have done a couple larger piece counts, and I do think they're a lot more approachable now that I've done a couple. So I think it depends on my mood and what I want to do at the time, you know? I also feel like for me, I have no place to put them afterwards, and I don't really care to keep them together. So then I have a lot of people who are like, I can't believe you just destroyed that puzzle. And it's like, well, the purpose for me is doing the puzzle, not necessarily having the finished product at the end to keep forever. But I'm excited so I don't know why I'm excited about it, but I had decluttered the Clementoni 6,000 piece puzzle that's in my collection. And it's still at my house, but I asked my friend Leslie if she wanted it, and she does. So today I get to give it a new home to someone who's really, really excited about it. Um, this is, oh, a little teapot. That's cute. And then there's this part of the bird that I have no idea. Oh, it goes, okay. Apparently I'm just going to get distracted by all the things in between the books. Which, I mean, that's helpful too. Okay. So I think that's a good stopping point, and then I'll do the Secret Garden book. And then we'll see. That. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, tree. And then there's this house. Oh, someone's talking to me on Facebook. I hope it's not my friend. Hold on, let me just check that real quick. It is not. It is my mom. I just had them going out later. I wanted to make sure it wasn't like, hey, don't come. You know? Here we go. We also have like this little key down here. Can you see me? Yes, you can. What is this thing? Like a tiny little circle. I have no idea where it goes. Okay. Let me do. Oh, wait. Is it his tail? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Very excited about that piece, apparently. And we got the teapot and teacup down here. This goes with the bird. Secret Garden, Francis. Do the letters. Oh, and that's the teapot. There's so many cute little details in this puzzle. I need to have these pieces not right where I need to puzzle them. Okay. Those out of the way. This goes up here. This is the guy's name. And this goes here. So this puzzle kind of reminds me of the feeling I had when I did the aliens puzzle that I fell in love with last year. Because the whole time I'm sitting here doing this puzzle, I'm like, this is so fun. I'm having the best time. Like, this puzzle is making me so happy. So I would not be surprised if this one ended up on like a favorites list at some point because I truly have been enjoying it. Also frustrating though because I know it's sold out at the moment. So there's that, but it is so fun. This is up here. Yes. There. Yay! Okay. I also feel like anytime I say yay could easily be a drinking game. Although it would be a dangerous one because I keep saying it. So, yeah. This goes here. Still looking for. Oh, there we go. Oh, yay! I found where that goes. Where does this piece go? I do not know. There's a piece that has like definitely part of the tree here. Oh, it's right there. Never mind, I found it. Ah! We have all these little flowers, which I knew was going to be tricky for me because I don't do well with flowers. But, oh, there we go. Right, that book is done. Let's go. We have the next one. Little Women might be a tricky one for me. think now also I will grab pieces that are outside of the books if I know where they go. Same as I did last time. And then bird. Stuck. There we go. Speaking of pieces that get stuck together, I was taking apart a piece of rocks last night and then a pin too from ones that I practiced, and it was so hard. I forgot how hard it was to take apart those puzzles. Well, I was successful without breaking any of the pieces, but it is quite the task if you're wanting to do it again or pass it off to the next person. Like, it's quite the feat trying to take them apart without, especially without breaking, because they do, like, you can like rip them like paper and it tends to do pretty well, but yeah, it was quite tricky. I feel like there's a flower that's the same color as the book, which is why it's a little bit trickier for me with this one. Oh, there's this flower. Okay, I think that's it for this one, which has so few pieces. And then we have this one. I don't know, what's your guess? Do you think I can finish it in like an hour and 10 minutes? I mean, I don't have nearly as many of these like in between pieces as I was expecting. So I was expecting it to be, I think, much bigger on the edges and such, and it's really not that bad. What's these pieces? Oh, it's up there. Okay. Right. I think that might be it. Oh, that goes there. Right, put these in here, and then we'll be down to one tray pieces plus this book. Is that? trying to, oh, I found it. Aha, you go here. And these are the ballet slippers. So there's really not too many in-between pieces, to be honest, because that's what it's looking like right now. So there's just like a couple, but nothing crazy. Nice. All right, let's do Little Women by Louisa. Then this one also has a lot of things that are hidden because of the stickers over the box. It's like this house, which is like the house from Little Women, but oh wait, woman. Let me do the words. Eliminate as many of these letters as possible. And there's some blue flowers, and there's quite a bit of them, so I'm not sure if that's where the direction I'll go next, or just do like the edge like I have been doing. But it's hard to see anything because of the stickers on it. I like they have like the Little Women. I don't know if you can see that from your angle, but wait, this is an edge. Sorry, there you go. Little. You have like the little rabbit down here, which is missing just a tiny piece. It's on this edge. There's this. I don't know where. Oh, here. Haha. That goes on this side. Definitely doing the edges of this book. Oh, this book has little these, so you can definitely tell which side it's on. Did all of them have that? They did. They all have like a book binding, which I don't know why I'm just noticing it now, but I am, and that's just funny. Because I'm almost done with the books, and I'm like, oh wait, by the way, see this popular trend that's happening with each one? It's part of. I don't know what that is. I feel like there's something here that I'm not seeing in the image because of the sticker. Yep. It goes here, maybe? Oh, it's a flower. That's what's happening. goes there. Oh, yay. Cool. I'm already almost done with the frame of this one. I mean, it's definitely gotten easier as they've gone on. I need a sip of coffee. My throat is dry. For sure. Nope. Yep. But I'm like so focused on this puzzle. I'll take a sip after I'm done with this book. That is my thought currently. Yay, I got the words connected. The missing letter, the N and the E, which don't know. We have all these blue flowers, which are tricky. This definitely goes to a letter, though. I just feel like it goes like hangs out here for a moment. Oh, hey, here we go. Like, I'm missing letters. Oh, let's see. We got this one. I feel like I just need to go piece by piece because right now all these pieces look the same to me. That one has a bit of green, just simple green. That's part of a letter. I feel like every time I say I'm going to do something, I do like the complete opposite. It's fine. Oh wait, does this connect? Yay! That's exciting. I'm looking for a little bit of white. I'm almost to the last book. That has white on it. That's not the one. Oh, I can't find it. No, I definitely don't have it here. Nope. Wrong one. There's a weird shaped one. Nope. No idea what that one is. So clearly I did not get all of the pieces from the box. Oh, here's one. What's that? No idea. Nope. Yes. All right, that book is done. Besides one piece, it's right here. We got one last book and then all the other pieces. What is that? Is it part of the blue book? Hold on. Lift you up a little bit to get that in there. Okay, last book is The Wizard of Oz. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. And there's like this brick that's oh, the yellow brick road. See, I like those little bits of detail. Goes there. Yay! Connie. How are you? Thanks for being here. What's that? Oh, the tree. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Oh, that's not it. Where's the let me see. Crocodile head. Yay! So I really am almost done with the interior pieces. So after this book, it's pretty much just edges, which is kind of nice. The Wonderful OSL. So let me do, I think, if I see non-edge pieces. Thank you. It is coming together pretty quickly. Edge, edge, edge. This is a flower. Which I don't know where it goes. Oh, here. Oh, this is the edge over here. Oh, hey, I found it. It was on top of the puzzle. So I'm completely avoiding this book and doing everything but. Which is fine. Oh, wait, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. This one. This is a flower over here. I don't know what that is. Something. Definitely like hoarding pieces in my hand right now. Can you see? Oh, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm doing the whole border on the bottom, which I get. Let me move this up, and then I can move this up so you guys can see what I'm doing. There you go. Which is super fun. And once I'm done, I guess with everything else, I'll do that final book. And the pieces that are currently hanging out my hand. You got these flowers. Is it only here? No, there's 2 sections of them. This. And there's 1 flower here. And then the rest of the rabbit. I do need to move the box. Move over. There we go. That goes up there. There. Where's that? Oh, the tail. All right, let me do the pieces in my hand, and actually I will do the book next. That way I can get rid of this pile that's hanging out here. I don't think that's right. I think that goes up further. To my hand. A whole bunch of little pieces. I'm like, I probably know where these go. Yay! Okay. So I got just this book and these edge pieces left. done that one before. I think I speed puzzled it, and that was like a huge challenge. But that was a fun image. That's cute and tricky, though. This goes here. It does go there. Don't think that goes there. There we go. Goes there. And the amount of helicopters is very alarming right now. This goes up here. For speed puzzling, I've been working on it for 3 hours now. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done it, but I remember it being quite the beast. These are wrong. There we go. Hey, the words are connected. I need to stop storing pieces in my hand. Something I do when I'm doing speed puzzling practice too, and I'm like, open up your hand. What's in there? No idea about that one. How do you feel about AI in puzzles or in general? In a video about 8 months ago, you said you didn't mind it when puzzle companies use it as long as it's disclosed. It's definitely not my favorite. And my current thoughts on it is I do not love it. And I, of course, would much rather support artists in puzzles. I do not agree with cancel culture, though, and like calling out brands and being like, these are awful, don't support them. Because puzzle companies, especially newer brands, are like they're small companies that maybe know better. So for me, I don't like buying, like, I haven't purposely bought AI puzzles. The ones that have come into my collection were either sent to me from brands that found out my address, you know. But I do like giving the brands that are using AI tools to hopefully change. So for me, I'd rather speak to them personally about industry change than blasting them on social media and be like, don't use these puzzles. So currently, I have worked with quite a few brands at this point. I think there's like 6 or 7 at this point that were originally all AI images, and I wrote to them behind the scenes. Like, it's not something I would do publicly, because for me, I'd much rather do it on a much more professional basis. And I will reach out to the brands and be like, hey, I saw, maybe they asked for me to review their products, something like that. And I would be like, hey, thanks so much. Here's my stance on it currently. If you want to learn more about supporting artists, like, I have resources that you can use, and I usually give them like the tools and the resources and some stats to help them change and grow. And so far, I have about 7 brands that were originally only AI and now putting in some artists. And there's actually 2 currently that are completely going away from AI altogether and they're only using artists. So for me, I think that's awesome. And I think that is my stance is I won't purposely do them. I'll purposely buy them, but I'm not going to shun a brand socially um, to say don't support them because a lot of them are learning or are changing things based off of our feedback, or maybe they didn't know, and I'm giving them the tools and resources to grow and change. And that's my stance on it. That's how I will support the brands that are currently using AI. And if it is disclosed, I mean, it's everyone's own. I don't think it's going away anytime soon because they are very, very popular. But if I can help sway a brand to, use an artist instead, I would much rather do that. Yeah. It definitely can have its support. Like it, how do I say this? It definitely has its place. Like I was watching someone who was blind, and there's an AI tool that you can like wear these glasses, and you can say like, hey, what am I looking at, and it would like tell you what it is. Like that's a really cool use of AI. Um, so it definitely has its purpose. Or for me, when I was doing my taxes, I do all the prep work myself, and so I do. It was helpful to be like, hey, what category does this go under? And it was really accurate. Like it was surprisingly accurate of how things were supposed to be done. And then I was able to take like my whole package with like a cover letter and such and give it to an actual CPA to like verify it and like do all the stuff. But it saved her a ton of time and me a ton of money. So for me, it was like a win-win situation. And of course, I still used a professional, but to be able to at least do some of it on my end. And it was actually pretty accurate, even by like the amount that I would like owe. I was like, what do you expect for me to owe? And I had saved up pretty much exactly by like $50. Like it was pretty accurate. So definitely has its purpose. And again, I don't think it's going away anytime soon, but I do think there needs to be regulation around it of how it's disclosed and how people use it. So those are my thoughts. But puzzle brands, like I'll give you an example. Final Piece Puzzles. They were only AI, and they are not puzzle artists. They were people who were in the stock market, like they worked on Wall Street, loved puzzles, wanted to get out of that business, so they made this company. It's just a husband and wife team. And so they had sent off puzzles to everybody, and of course, everyone's like, oh, that's all AI. And I, again, reached out to them, and they were already working with Puzzle Warehouse, so I was like, hey, let's maybe find some artists that you can work with instead. And I think that's the biggest critique for them. So I was working with them behind the scenes. And then they had their latest collection, had one artist on it within the 10. So that's awesome. So they were all like, yes, we're definitely willing to do that way. But the first round was just kind of just like figuring out how to do it on their end because I mean, they were new. They were new to the puzzle world, new to owning a business, And so they worked with an artist and they got their first puzzle, and that's the one that's like doing really well right now is the artist-based puzzle. So then they are having, I forget the exact number, but in the winter collection, I want to say almost half are artist-based. And then next year, I don't know what I can disclose, but next year they have, I forget how many puzzle collections they're doing, but I think there's something like 50 are going to be artist-based. So I like that I can, I'm making a change and I didn't need to like bash the brand because of it. And then also with Enjoy is another brand. They were pretty much only AI. And I think now they have, I forget the amount, but their latest collection is quite a bit is artist based, which is really cool. So, I'd much rather give them the opportunity to grow. And that's my stance on that. I've never been a supporter of cancel culture because I have known companies that are just like small brands or like a puzzle brand specifically, it's not a huge margin. And these are someone's like life savings. And if, say, my parents own an ice cream boat and they've always been small business owners. And if someone had gone on social media and, blasted them, then that could be like their whole life savings, their livelihood. Like those are people too. And that would be devastating to them. So I always keep my parents in mind. Like, is this something that would help or hurt a small business like my parents? And usually, if it's going to hurt them, then I'm going to reach out to the brand specifically and not post it on social media. So, those are my thoughts. I love to support artists, but AI can be a tool for artists. It definitely can be something to inspire creativity, you know? And I know there's people who are like, well, they are AI. Um, did I do? Oh, I just have these border pieces. AI can do anything because of how it learned from artists. Like I understand that whole bit. But a lot of artists also take inspiration from other artists, so it's kind of like it's wishy-washy, you know. But those are my thoughts on the current bit of AI. Is I won't purposely do the puzzles, but I will give the tools to help the brands grow and learn. I think I'll start on this side, maybe? We'll do that way. But yeah, I don't think, as much as there is talk about AI and puzzles, I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon, unfortunately. So all we can do is like, I don't know. Where's this guy? And then you have people who are like, well, how would you like it if your industry or your job was being taken over by AI? And I'm thinking, it already is. And I feel like any job has had a moment in time where technology has made it more efficient and people have lost jobs over it. Like, this is not a new concept, it's just a new way of how it's happening. It's like these weird leaves. That's the fairy. Oh, it's a fairy wings. I couldn't figure out what this little pattern was. I do not see this piece. Oh, it's this one. Ooh, and I've 10 minutes, and then I was like, oh, I have to leave in 10 minutes, and I think I'm going to finish right on time, which is perfect. All right, this whole side's done. Let's do up here. We have this. Hold on, I gotta tip you up. don't know where the... Ooh, 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 I found it. I found it. Sorry. Oh, you're tipping. Sorry. I found the piece. There we go. Okay. That corner is done. I can now put you back down. There you go. Ooh, gross. Okay. We have just like 10 pieces left. Yay! This was such a fun, fast puzzle. Like, from start to finish, I really have been enjoying it. Like, it makes me, like, as I mentioned earlier, like, giddy. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is such a fun puzzle. And you know it's a fun puzzle when the monster voice comes out, and I'm like, oh my gosh. You know? It was so good. And the quality was great. No false fits. Has been a bit since I've done a Gibsons puzzle, and it is done. Yay! I mean, hold on, move this bed. This was so fun. I love all the little details. Like, I love like how they have like the little women over here. Like each book has a few things, like the little bits from the Alice in Wonderland, looking at the rabbit and the Cheshire Cat, which I never like thought of the Cheshire Cat as like an orange cat. You know, maybe because of the Disney version was like pink, but I never thought of him as like a ginger. We have like the little teapots, and then for the secret garden, we have like the key for. I like how Treasure Island we have like the little ship, and we of course have Emerald City and birds and not a couple different jungle animals. Like the little bit of the yellow brick road over here. I really enjoyed this one a lot. So there you go. And you know, if I had the desire, I gotta sneeze. Sorry, excuse me. If I had the desire to pick it up, I definitely could. I mean, I'll probably do a pickup challenge later because I haven't done a reel in a bit, but that was super fun. Let me put you closer to me so we can chit chat for just a couple minutes before I have to go. I'm going to be heading out to Seattle this afternoon, and I will be. Oh, let me go this way. I'll be going to a little puzzle party with some friends. It's usually at my house, but this time it's not, which is kind of nice. Because then I didn't have to clean the whole house as friends are coming over. So I don't know what we're doing, but we're just probably going to be doing some puzzling and chatting and hanging out and maybe eating something delicious. Who knows? But it should be a fun time, and we might. I'm guessing we're going to do some speed puzzling practice because all of us are heading to Portland Jigsaw Masters on this coming weekend. I'll be leaving probably Wednesday or Thursday. I don't think I'm going to be taking the train right now because of fires. There was a fire, I guess, in Portland, like right next to the tracks, which apparently that's closed for the foreseeable future, which is quite the ordeal because I do know people who work down like in Seattle or Portland and they commute, so that's quite the big thing, you know. Hold on. But this didn't take nearly as long as I was expecting. And I've been on here for 2 hours, 20 minutes. Before, I think in the other live was like an hour and a half. So, I mean, this puzzle probably took me 4 hours. That's a pretty fast 1,000 piece puzzle. So, you know, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I really liked the artwork a lot. I really liked the Gibsons puzzle, and I do love how I think they changed the box size to be smaller, so that would be nice for the next time I do them. But it's definitely a burn like I would do more of because I do like the piece shapes where it's like mostly they are standard shapes. There's a little bit of wonkiness, but nothing crazy, which I like. But yay, I'm glad you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me on this Saturday. I would love to do more of these now that I have like a good setup for it. It makes it a lot easier for me to get these together. So I'd love to do these a couple times a month, hanging out with you guys. If you like lives, I do them also on Patreon. Those are more like behind the scenes information. Sometimes I like getting ready with me's or just like chilling, not necessarily puzzling, but hanging out. And so we have Patreon, and a lot of them are free. Like you don't necessarily have to like pay for them. And then I'm also on Twitch, so I'm just started Twitch. Those are more for speed puzzling practice, but Sunday. Oh, today's Sunday. Sorry. Oh, I think I said it was Saturday earlier too. It's definitely Sunday. But this week has been weird. But yeah, it's been fun doing all these lives. It's a great time for me, and I think our internet's doing a little bit better now, so it is helpful when doing live streams. And I also like this setup. I feel like the audio is a little bit better. Got a new camera, so I feel like the camera's a little bit better. So, good things over here. But that's it for me today, I think. And I need to get going for my little puzzle party later. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And I don't know if I'll get a video. I'll probably get a video either Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday. And then I'll be gone to Portland Jigsaw Master. So make sure to follow all of the short form videos. They post over here on YouTube too. Um, but I'll probably do a little bit of like, hey, this is what's happening at Portland. I don't know if I'll do an actual video for Portland just because it's my third year going. But I'll probably do like a recap of like puzzles I did when I was there type video. So that's my plan so far. But thank you so much, and I'll see you guys all